UFC 323. This man is fighting for the flyweight title this weekend, Mr. Joshua Van. The last time I talked to you was here. It was in this very arena, I think, right?
Yeah.
It was T-Mobile. It was coming off the Royval fight, and you took a little bit of a break, didn't you? I heard you were enjoying some time off.
Oh yeah, for sure. I actually took 2 months off. You know what I mean? After getting hit that much, yeah, Royval, calm down. yeah.
What does 2 months off for you even look like? Like what did you enjoy doing in this 2 months? Are you a video game guy? Are you like a hobby, like an outdoors guy? Like what did you enjoy?
So I was doing a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be doing, but yeah. But now we back. You know what I mean? Just, but like taking time off doesn't mean like I'm not in the gym. You know what I mean? I'm still in the gym at least 2-3 times a week or something like that. So. Yeah, now we back, man, and ready to become a champion.
I was just gonna say, I feel like you're young enough that you can get away with stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like shout out John Jones. John Jones used to be rowdy back in the day. I mean, obviously not to that level, but you got to enjoy some time in your 20s. You know, like you got to enjoy some time in your 20s because I feel like at that age, if you try to make somebody, too disciplined of an athlete, they're going to go the opposite way, right?
For sure, man. I like to fuck up sometimes, you know what I mean? Even with the meals and things like that, you know what I mean? Like, I be fucking up on purpose. Like, I go to McDonald's every morning. And then dinner, I eat clean, things like that. Sure. Yeah. So, yeah.
What's the go-to? Are you like a breakfast burrito guy, or what was it, the hotcakes?
Yes, I get Big Macs for lunch, and then I get burritos and 2 hash brown and orange juice. That's my breakfast every day.
Hell yeah, no, I can respect that. I mean, shit, I eat the same thing. I'm not fighting for a world title, but I can respect that. I wanted to ask you this, right? Because I was watching you on a podcast the other day, and you used to talk about how it was kind of rough for you growing up and things like that. Mm-hmm. And you said, I couldn't speak a lot of English, but it was the head nod. You know what I mean? If I gave somebody the head nod, they knew what was up, Yeah. So, has that ever happened in the UFC? Like, has that ever been a situation like that? Or
I calm down a lot, man. I calm down. Now, I don't even want to get in a street fight no more. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now I get paid to fight on the biggest stage. You know what I mean? So it's not worth fighting in the street no more, man. And I just think it's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, for what? You know what I mean? To show you the toughest guy in the world or something? Like, you know what I mean? So now I'll just calm down.
So what did that look like? Was it like you would walk up to somebody and you would kind of like lock eyes with them, and then it would just kind of be like a one of these? And then if they reciprocated it, then it was on?
Well, I'll just be sitting in the classroom, right? And let's say new guys come, and I just follow him with my eyes, like just right here. And then if you sit down, they look around. And then when you look at me, I'm like this. And then if you do this, you want something. And then I go walk up to him and say, hey, what was that?
And that's all it took.
There you go. And when I used to fight a lot in the street, I never let them throw the first punch. I always throw the first punch because, you know what I mean? You never know what they're going to do. So yeah. I always throw the first punch.
Which is crazy because nowadays you talk about, I don't really have a strategy. Like, I go in there and I see what they're going to do, as opposed to, when you were younger, you were the guy that was going to act first. So, I was thinking about this the other day because we had a fight a long time ago, and it was Izzy and Yoel Romero. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people remember it as let's say not the greatest title fight in the world, you know what I mean? But it was because we kind of got 2 counter strikers, you know? So do you think there's ever going to be a point in your career, because your style is based so much on what the other opponent is going to do, do you ever worry, man, there might be one point where a guy's just standing there and I got to wait for him to do something?
Nah, never. If he ain't throwing a strike, I'm going to make him. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't have my jab and things like that. So, look at all my fight, man. There's no boring Joshua Van fight, you know what I mean? So it's if they just want to wait for me, then I make them throw and make them make that mistake and things like that. So I'm not just like a counter guys. I can go. I can be a pressure guys too. You know what I mean? So.
And then there was another thing you were talking about, and you talked about the Royval fight, and you said, man, like, I don't like watching it back. I don't like the fight, the way that fight played out, because I just found it very interesting, because at such a young age, you kind of grasp the fact that, like, hey, it's about hitting and not getting hit. And there's so many guys at a young age that are like, bro, I just want to get 50K. Like, I don't care what the fight looks like. I want the crowd to go crazy. Where you, on the other hand, are like, bro, I'm trying to be in this game for a minute. I'm trying to be a champion. And, like, the less damage I take and the cleaner I look out there, that's going to play more to my advantage. Like, how soon did you pick that up? Was that before the Royval fight, or was that like, did that change have to happen after the Royval fight?
Well, a lot of my fight, man, I feel like I deserve the 50 G's a lot of times anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like I don't have to necessarily get hit just to get the 50 G's. You know what I mean? I can make like a badass fight without getting hit. You know what I mean? So I'd rather do that, like performance of the night or things like that. Like fight of the night, man, they can have it. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, like I don't mind getting hit. I mean, I do because I'm a fighter and I don't want to get hit. But it's like, man, it's better not to get hit. You know what I mean? So that's what I was saying.
And then you talked about, like, obviously people brought up the rear naked choke with Pantoja. That's going to be a main focus in training camp. But one thing you said, listen, if it goes to the ground, like, I'm going to submit him. You know what I mean? So, like, where did that confidence come from? Like, was there a certain guy in the training room? Was there a certain submission that you were constantly catching guys with? Or is it just your overall game that you're so confident with that you can actually, go out there and be able to submit a guy like Pantoja?
Yeah, man, it's just the confidence I have in my work, you know what I mean, the work that I put in the gym and things like that. So, Pantoja is a great jiu-jitsu guy, you know what I mean. If he gets your back, he got you like 80% is done, you know what I mean, 80% of the fight is done and things like that. So, I'm prepared for that too, you know what I mean. So, but I'm well prepared for the ground game because, like, not a lot of people see my ground game, but trust me, I've been working on my ground too.
Joshua Van, final message to everybody that's tuning in this weekend and everybody that's going to be in your corner supporting you this weekend.
Tune in this Saturday. It's going to be a banger. Me and Pantoja are going to put on a firefight. You know what I mean? So may the best man win come December 6th.
Shawnee Mack with Full Send MMA. We're out here in Las Vegas for UFC 323. That man, Joshua Van, is taking on Alexandre Pantoja for the UFC flyweight title of the world. It's always a pleasure, bro.